Lewis Carroll did not invent the Cheshire Cat out of thin air. Oh no, that famous, mysterious grin may have been inspired by a very real British cat. Round-faced, plush-coated, calm as a cucumber, and sitting there as if he owned the whole of England, which frankly he probably thought he did. Hello, my name is Winston. I am a British Shorthair, and today I shall tell you the story of my breed. Not just my story, mind you. The story of all British Shorthairs, a tale of romance, Victorian cat shows, world wars, survival, mischief, and a truly impressive amount of self-importance. So make yourself comfortable. Put the kettle on if you like. I am in no rush. British Shorthairs do not hurry. We arrive when we are good and ready. My ancestors came to Britain nearly 2,000 years ago, traveling with the Romans. Yes, those Romans. Soldiers, roads, helmets, marching about as if they owned the place. They brought cats with them from Egypt and other parts of the ancient world. These cats were not pampered pets with velvet cushions and engraved food bowls. They had a proper job to do. They protected grain stores, farms, homes, barns, and ships from mice and rats. In other words, they earned their keep. A cat in those days had to be strong, clever, independent, and just a little bit cheeky. Britain's cold, damp weather did the rest. Over time, only the tougher cats thrived. The ones with dense coats, sturdy bodies, and enough sense not to stand out in the rain looking sorry for themselves. Though between you and me, British weather does test one's dignity. Over the centuries, these working cats became part of everyday British life. They lived in farms, cottages, alleys, barns, markets, and homes. They were not fancy. They were practical, and as they bred with the native cats of Britain, they slowly developed into something rounder, stronger, calmer, and considerably more dignified. That would be us, the British Shorthair. Solid, sensible, plush-coated, unbothered, and always quietly judging. We were farm cats first. Street cats, barn cats, cats who kept down the rat and mouse population and protected the food supply. We were not bred to be fragile little ornaments. Good heavens, no. We were built like proper British cats, sturdy, balanced, and ready for business. But then, in the 1800s, something changed. Humans began to notice us. Naturally, this took them long enough. One of the most important people in our early show history was Harrison Weir, often called the father of the cat fancy. He admired Britain's native cats and believed they deserved to be recognized. Not just as useful working cats, but as beautiful animals in their own right. And quite right too. In 1871, Harrison Weir, along with his brother John Jenner Weir, and the animal expert William Tegetmeier, helped organize the famous Crystal Palace Cat Show in London. Imagine it, elegant Victorian ladies and gentlemen strolling past rows of cats, admiring their coats, faces, bodies, and expressions. There were long gowns, fine hats, polished shoes, and probably at least one person saying, "My word, what a magnificent cat." That person had excellent taste. I would have behaved beautifully at such an event, of course. Perfect posture, calm expression, regal presence. Unless someone left a sandwich unattended, then all bets would be off. The British Shorthair quickly became admired for a solid build, dense coat, round face, broad chest, and calm personality. We were not dramatic. We were not delicate. We were not the sort to leap onto the curtains every 5 minutes and cause a scene. Usually, we were steady, dignified, and wonderfully British. But our story was not all cream teas and applause. The 20th century brought two devastating world wars, and they nearly destroyed many British cat breeding programs. Food was scarce, resources were stretched thin, many breeding lines disappeared, and the British Shorthair came dangerously close to vanishing. It was a dreadful time, but we were saved by a whisker. Dedicated breeders worked hard to rebuild the breed, to strengthen the remaining lines. Some British Shorthairs were crossed with other cats, including Persians. This helped restore numbers and added to the round head, plush coat and sturdy body we are known for today. But the goal was always clear. Preserve the British Shorthair, not turn us into something else. After all, one must maintain standards. And we did. Quietly, patiently, stubbornly. Which is very much our style. Today, when people picture a British Shorthair, they often imagine a round face, big copper eyes, a thick plush coat, and an expression that says, "I have considered your request and decided against it." We are calm cats, yes. But please do not mistake calm for boring. That would be terribly rude. British Shorthairs enjoy affection. But many of us do not appreciate being carried around like handbags. All four paws on the floor. Thank you very much. I may not always sit in your lap, but I will sit near you. I may follow you from room to room, not because I am needy, but because someone must supervise, especially in the kitchen. You humans are not always to be trusted around roast chicken. We are loyal without being clingy, loving without being silly, quiet without being dull. And yes, we do have a mischievous side, a refined mischievous side. Naturally, I may sit directly on the paper you are trying to read. I may claim your favorite chair and stare at you as if you are the one being unreasonable. I may walk across your keyboard and send an email that says, "Was it an accident?" I shall neither confirm nor deny. I may knock a glass off the counter just to see what happens. Purely scientific, of course. I may ignore you when you call my name, even though I can hear a treat bag open from 3 rooms away. And if there is a box in the house, it belongs to me. This is not greed. This is British Shorthair law. We are famous for being calm, but do not confuse that with lazy. I can move very quickly when I choose to toward food, toward a toy, away from a bath, or toward the exact spot on the sofa you were about to sit in. That is not bad behavior, that is strategy. Over time, the British Shorthair became one of the most beloved and recognizable cat breeds in the world. From ancient Roman working cats to Victorian show halls, from wartime survival to modern homes, our story has lasted for centuries. We began as practical, hardworking cats. We became a treasured British breed. And now we are plush-coated rulers of the household. Professional chair warmers, quiet supervisors, expert sandwich inspectors, and masters of subtle mischief. We do not need to shout for attention. We simply sit there, round and magnificent, until everyone notices, which they always do, eventually. If you enjoyed learning about the British Shorthair, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay with us for more amazing cat breed histories. Because every cat breed has a story. And honestly, some of us tell it with far better manners than others.